Hello, Eros. Hello, Daily. Welcome back. Our number one fan, Mr. Daily. Hello, hello. Yes, I did have dinner. I had an interesting dinner today. It was steak and pancakes. So that's what I felt like today. And I had two different types of steak and some pancakes with honey. So it was very delicious. Hello, góc nhỏ. My favorite cut of steak? Probably ribeye or prime rib, or the tomahawk steaks are really good too, you know. Hello, Tuong Cao. Hello, Sunny. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Yeah. Hit my charger there. So my name is Alex. I've been a teacher in Vietnam for over 10 years. Now I'm the director of IELTS Hackers. IELTS Hackers is an exciting IELTS curriculum that our company has created. It's taken us almost a year now to write the book, and we're developing an app. So it's very exciting. This app we're making has videos, it has interactive games to play, and it has an AI scoring system so you can get feedback about your English without even using a teacher. And of course, we will offer a live class, but we wrote this IELTS Hackers curriculum because our company, DSS, we help Vietnamese people travel or work or study in other countries like Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. And one of the most difficult things about doing that is the English, getting their level of English high enough so they can, number one, pass the IELTS test or the PTE test, but also go live and prosper in an English-speaking country. So, yeah, you need to pass the IELTS test, but you also need to be able to communicate effectively in these countries. You want to meet people. You want to travel. You want to go try new restaurants, right? You want to become part of the culture, so you need to learn English. And you know, we've found it such a challenge, and it's an exciting challenge, but it is a big challenge to get Vietnamese adults to a level of English proficiency where they can pass the IELTS or PTE and go live and be happy in another country. So we wrote this curriculum with that in mind. It has a lot of like Vietnamese traditional cultural lessons. You know, we have lessons about Vietnamese food. We have English lessons about Vietnamese fashion. So we are almost finished with it. We are still developing the app, and it will go live later this year. So thank you for joining the live stream. Today we'll be doing some more speaking practice, just variety of different topics. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. I'll give you some feedback. So if anybody wants to join this live stream, please request it, and then you can jump on the live stream. You can answer an IELTS question, and I will give you some feedback. So anybody want to join? Hello, Selene. Hello, Kim. Hello, user 15324669880. Where are you from? I'm from Chicago, USA. I'm from America. So Peo says nghe được thờ but also thôi. I think you can hear me okay. but maybe you're a little confused. You don't understand what I'm saying. I'm sorry. But keep watching. You'll understand more. Hello, Hawk96. So if you want to join, you can join the live stream and you can answer an IELTS question. So just request to join. Hello, Hack96. Hello, Big Ngọc. Okay, we have somebody. Nguyễn Thị Thùy Đường. Hello, hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Where do you live?
So I'm living in Da Nang City.
Oh, Da Nang. That's cool.
Yes, do you know Da Nang City?
Yeah, I was there about a month ago.
Oh, wow. So
I
last
visited.
month the weather was really nice in Da Nang, but now it's rainy, day by
Oh,
day.
really?
Yeah, and it's quite unpleasant. It's rainy, but it's a little bit hot, Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So this
So,
is
do you prefer the hot or the rainy weather?
Actually, I prefer sunny day. I don't know why, but I just think that I am more energetic when I open the window in the morning and I see the sunshine and the sunlight. But when it's a rainy, I just think that it decreases my mood. Yeah. But
Yeah.
some days it's scorching hot and I sweat bucket. It's really terrible. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. We can say it kills our mood, right? The
Oh.
cold weather, the rainy weather kills our mood. That's right. Good. So, are you planning to take the IELTS test sometime soon?
Yes, of course. I really want to improve my speaking and also writing skills. Actually, I did the IELTS test before and I got a seven. I mean that the band 7. However,
Wow.
I am stuck in band 6.5 for my speaking, and I
Oh.
don't know how to improve that. And fortunately, I got you in this live stream. This is the first test.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we can help you. So, your English is quite good. So, I think we should give you a part 3
Oh.
question, and
Okay.
that will really test your English speaking. So, let me find an part 3 question here.
Okay.
Okay, here's a common topic. It's about public transportation. This is a common topic. So, first, what are the benefits of using public transportation?
So I think that every coin has two sides. When it comes to using public transport, I think that it has both benefits and drawbacks. On the one hand, I think that public transport can have individuals to save money because the tickets might be more economical, and in some cities it also offers many discounts for the students and the workers, so that's why they can save a lot of money. So that's why that public transport can be that cost effective method for most people. uh, about the environment, I think it's really eco-friendly because it have reduced the carbon dioxide emission, and of course it's really beneficial for environment. However, I think that for some people like me or some people, they prefer private commutes. I think that the motorbikes and cars may be more convenient because it is more flexible and I can save more time and don't wait any bus and endure the delays. I think so.
How can public transport be improved?
So in my area, that's right.
Sure.
Yeah. So actually, I think that nowadays many people are more eco-conscious, and the authorities try to establish more public transport station to encourage the people awareness about environment and also reduce traffic jam and congestions. Many big cities such as Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, or maybe in Da Nang, they have many different type of public transport such as bus or some coaches to reduce the number of vehicles on the street. However, in my area, I think that is not really enough because people prefer the private vehicles, and they find it quite inconvenient to commute by public transport. Maybe it's not really their personal preference. I think so.
Good. Wow. Excellent job, Dung. High five
Thank
to you.
Thank you.
That was good. I mean, that was like a solid 6.5, 7 band score answer. You answered it well. You have really clear, crisp pronunciation. No problems there. Good intonation, good vocabulary. You even had some idioms in there, like, two sides to the coin, right? You could probably use a few more idioms just to be safe and help boost your score. But if there's one area that I can suggest you improve, and it is grammar. So your grammar was fine. I mean, there were no problems. But to get the high grammar score, you need to use a range of grammar. And when you're giving your opinion about a topic, you're using statements. So you're going to use really about the same grammar structure. That's going to be like present simple, right? You're using the base form of the verb because it's a statement. So what you can do for part 3 is tell more stories, draw from more personal experience. And number one, that's easier because you're using from your own life. And number 2, you can use the variety of grammar structures. So you can use the past tense structures. You can use present perfect. You can use the future. What would you like to see, right, in the future? So keeping that in mind, and you can keep that in your mind that, okay, I want to talk about different time periods. I want to use past. I want to use present. I want to use future. So that in your part 3, you can have more of a range of grammar.
Wow, yeah, it's so useful for me. Actually, I am very mindful about grammar, but when I talk, I forgot that. All right, and maybe I have to improve that.
Many people forget, and many people think, okay, I just need to use it more accurately.
Yes.
And that's true. But to get the high band scores, not only do you need to have it accurate, you need to use different structures, right?
Wow.
So for example, back when I lived in Chicago, I had a railway pass. This was really useful because I could get on any subway and get anywhere into the city I wanted very quickly and very cheaply. However, now I live more in the countryside, so they don't have that. So I would like to see in the future our smaller city invest more in public transportation, such as maybe some e-buses, so that I could travel more efficiently.
Wow.
I used past, present perfect, I used past simple, I used present tense, and I was able to use future. You throw in all the grammar all the vocab that you already know, your good fluency, your good pronunciation, it's all high. Get that range in there, you're going to be easily 7, 7.5, and maybe even higher.
Wow, thank you. So I have a question for you. So
Sure.
how often do you live in TikTok? And can you give me the time so I can follow?
Always Friday at 3 p.m. But sometimes it's Tuesday, sometimes it's Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. So where are you now? You're in Vietnam or in?
Yeah, I live in Con Thơ, Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
I've lived here
interesting.
for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So I
No
hope the
problem.
next time I can have a chance to talk to you, and I just give you a follow and also the heart. All right.
Great.
It's
Thank you
really
so much,
helpful for
Dung.
me.
Good luck to you, and I think you're going to do really well. You have a great motivation, and you seem very dedicated, so keep going. Excellent. High five.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Have
No
a great day.
problem. You
All
too.
right. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
So we have some questions here, then I'll invite another guest. Sorry, sometimes I do speak quickly. If the guest has good English, I will speak quicker, but I'll try to speak a little bit slowly now. So, Fan Sons, I am from America, Chicago. Hello, Train Q. Hello, Mr. Nyan. Hello, Zit. Right now, I live in Con Thơ, Vietnam, and I've lived here for over 10 years. This is my home now. I live here. I have a Vietnamese family now. I can speak a little bit of Vietnamese, choop choop. And yeah, I love it here. So, all right, Bella, come on the live stream, Bella.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Oh, you sound very young. Okay. And where do you live?
I live in Cần Thơ City.
Oh, me too.
Wow. We work at any center, English center.
Yes, I am a director at DSS English. We are an English center, but we mostly teach English for adults who will be migrating or going abroad to other countries.
Oh yes. Excuse me. Can you say the name again? The English center name.
DSS Education.
DSS. Oh, that's quite strange.
We are located in the Trung Tâm Việc làm Cần Thơ building. Do you know that building?
Oh yeah, yes, I know it. Yes.
You can come on by and say hello. I will be there tomorrow.
And where are you from?
I'm from America.
You're from America. Where do you live in
And
America?
Chicago.
Chicago. Yes, I
Yeah.
know it. How long have you been in Vietnam?
Over 10 years.
Wow, over 10
Long
years.
time. Yeah. So are you going to take the IELTS test soon?
Yes, I plan taking the IELTS test in the future. Yeah, now I just study, but yes.
Great. Are you ready for your IELTS question?
Maybe, yes, I wanna try.
Okay, let's do a part 3 question.
Uh,
This is a common topic. This topic is about technology. And your question is, Bella, what impact does technology have on the way people communicate? Hello? Hello? Sorry, I think we're having some technical difficulties with Bella. Sorry, Bella. You can join us again another time. Bye-bye. Okay, let's see. We have some more comments here. Nice to meet you, Nyang Huang. Hack96. Yes, I am married. I've been married for almost 6 years now, and I have 3 baby girls. Hello, Nhi. Hello, Jessica. Thank you for joining. Okay, Anyung.vn. Hello. Hello.
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm tired.
Oh.
Just now on my way from company. I have a traffic jam, so now I'm very tired.
And you still want to practice your English, huh?
Yes,
Wow.
yes, because I want to improve my English quickly. So every day I will study English about 1 to 2 hours.
Wow. Great.
Yes.
Okay. Well, do you plan to take the IELTS test soon?
Um. Now I don't have plan to take an IELTS, but
Okay.
I want to improve my
Okay.
communication English. Yes.
So I will ask you some simple part one style questions, and then you can answer them, and I'll give you some feedback. And you can ask me some questions too, okay?
Yes.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Miss Young, tell me about your daily routine.
Yes. Yeah. My every day in the morning, I I usually get up at 5:30, and then I will have breakfast. I leave my house at 6 a.m. Yes, and at night when I got home from my company, I will cook I will cook I will cook I will cook dinner, and yes, then I will practice English. Uh, yes, after practice English, I will give me give me something to relax. I play with my phone. I surfing the web. I surf the web like TikTok, Facebook. Yeah, and then I will go to bed. Go to bed at I go to bed by 11 p.m. Yes.
Good. Okay. And last question is, why do you think it's important to have a daily routine?
Sorry, I can you hear clearly?
Sure, I'll phrase it a little different. Do you think it's important to have a set daily routine? Why or why not?
Mm, um, I am. I think the set daily routine is the right routine is very important. So I always make daily routine my daily routine is interesting. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, good job, Young. High five
Yes.
to you.
Yes. Thank you. See you later. See you soon.
So, just a little tip for you. You're doing well. Keep practicing, keep learning. Um, when you're talking about your daily routine, try to add in some transition and connecting words or transition words, sequential language. So these are words like first, second,
Yeah.
next, after that, then, finally, to help kind of go through. And that'll help connect your ideas together. But it was very clear, it was easy to understand, good pronunciation. just have to keep going, keep building your vocab, keep practicing, build up different grammar structures, and you will do great. So get some rest, Young. You sound very tired, and come on our live stream another time, okay?
Yes, thank you very much for your feedback.
No problem.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, we have 3 people, so 4 people requesting. Now, no problem, Bella. Hello. Hello, Lý Ngọc. Okay, let's invite another member here. Lý Tour. Are you a tour guide?
Hi, teacher.
Are you a tour guide?
Actually, I'm not. I just do content creator on TikTok, like sharing about traveling by motorbike.
And how many followers do you have?
About 6,000.
Wow, me too.
Yeah. I really appreciate the way you sharing your knowledge and create some live stream like this, because I really see some kind of this live stream about education on TikTok platform, because it's just for entertaining, and so I appreciate your effort to do this.
Oh, well, I appreciate that comment. Thank you. I've been a teacher here a long time, and I know a lot of the common issues that Vietnamese students have, and I feel really inspired when Vietnamese people come here and want to practice their English and want to get better at English, and it just makes me happy that I can help them in some way. So it inspires me to learn more Vietnamese and work harder toward my own dreams. So thank you for that comment, and we'll give you an IELTS question now. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, teacher.
I think your English is quite good, so let's go for part 3. Let's talk about environmental conservation. Very common topic nowadays, with the environment, global warming, blah, blah, blah. So what is the role in individuals in conserving the environment?
I think conserving environment is not any individual role, but it's the world role to, like, for everyone to join hand to solve the problem of environmental problem. You know that nowadays environmental problem is increasing dramatically. For example, now we are living in Vietnam, we can see that the weather, like the climate change is very hard. Like we are in the chain in the gap of the hot season and the dry and the rainy season, but it's still hot in the day. So that is the side of the chain of environment. And I think everyone needs to join hand. It's not a role of anyone to solve the problem of the world right now.
Good. Okay. Let's flip it. So what is the role of governments in conserving the environment?
Government, I think they have a big impact to the citizen of the country to conserve the environment, because when we are living under the country and we need to follow by the government, and they can enact law to prevent some behavior of citizens that harm to the environment. For example, like they can charge fee to anyone who spit on the street or throw the trash on the street, like in some developed country like Australia or European countries. That's how the government can impact to the citizen, as I think.
Very good. Good job. Great. High five to you, DD Tour.
Yeah.
Great job. Good answers, good fluency. So, you know, maybe you didn't have like enough solid like answers, but you were able to keep going and keep talking and like not to say that your answers weren't good, but those are difficult questions, and you know, to give good answers, you really have to know a lot about these topics. That's not necessary for the IELTS test. You just need to speak, you know, about these topics, and you did that. So that's good. Your fluency is good, meaning you can communicate what's in your head. For you, I would recommend you work a little bit more on pronunciation. So, you know, focusing on consonant sounds, which is a big issue for Vietnamese students, right? The consonant sounds. So go back to the IPA table, do some practice with minimal pairs, and just refresh yourself on the phonetics, mainly the consonant sounds in words, okay? And then another thing is, I think you should build up your vocabulary more. So your fluency and your grammar is quite good, meaning you're able to use the somewhat limited vocab that you already have really well because your fluency is high. But if you are able to build your vocab more, that's going to just increase your speaking much more because your fluency is like up here and your vocab is like kind of right here.
Yeah.
So you're getting pulled up by your good fluency. So if you're able to bring your vocab up to the same level, you'll be basically fluent. You'll be like really good, you know? So that would be my recommendation for you. Spend some more time fixing some of the pronunciation mistakes and spend more time building your vocab, okay? And to do that, I would recommend reading books, reading magazine articles, online articles, news stories, anything that's interesting, and then have a system for recording and reviewing the vocab words or phrases that you're learning. So one good app is called Anki, A-N-K-I. This is a flashcard app, and any kind of flashcard app is really good for learning vocab, and you can review that vocab when you're, you know, in your free time, when you're just watching TV, because it's not just the learning the vocab, it's the reviewing the vocab so that you're able to retain it for a long period of time and you don't forget it. So those would be my two tips for you, Mr. DD Tour.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
I plan to have an IELTS exam for 2 months in 2 months later. So
Okay.
can you give me some like tips for me to improving and the band score that I can like acquire in this level of me?
Well, what's your target?
I just 6.5 is my goal.
Okay. Well, I don't think you're too far off. I mean, you only gave me 2 answers to questions, but I'm pretty good at judging someone's speaking level even after a short time. So I would say you're probably around a 5.5 now. So you have 1 band score to go. So to do that, like I said, you know, for speaking anyway, build your vocab more. Fix the pronunciation mistakes. Those 2 things, if you can do that, I think that can help you boost up to a higher band score. And you just got to learn about the techniques and the tips, not just for speaking, but the other skills too. You're at that level now where you can just go into an IELTS class or get a book and learn the strategies, learn the techniques, learn the tips and the tricks, learn about every aspect of the test, the types of questions, the timings of each section and each part and each skill, right? Having a toolbox to help you in case you get into trouble or you get a topic you're unfamiliar with. So you're prepared, because you need to be prepared for unexpected topics, unexpected questions that you're not familiar with. And if you can build that toolbox, you can. So give yourself a little time, maybe you said 6 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good amount of time. But you're going to have to go every day. And besides the IELTS studying, do some dedicated vocab building time and review. So, split that up into like 30-70. So 30% of the time, you're focused on building vocab and grammar, making flashcards, reviewing those flashcards, so you can build up your base. And then the 70% of the time, study IELTS, like do IELTS mock tests, learn about the strategies, learn about the topics, and that'll help you with vocab too, right? So learning the different topics. But I think if you dedicate yourself and you study, you can absolutely hit a 6.5 tour.
Yeah, thank you for your tips.
No
And I have
problem.
one more question.
Okay.
Is when I'm like for my self-studying, I intend to not to go any center to learn IELTS, but I want to improve myself. So I just divide my time schedule into 75 for the IELTS test and 30% left for the vocabulary. And do you have any tips like the schedule for me on what day I can practice those of them?
Well, no, I mean that's only you can set up your timetable. Time management is a skill that you really have to develop. I'm not a time management expert, really. I have trouble with that too, but it doesn't have to be totally separate. Like when you study for IELTS, you can also be building your vocab, right? So what I mean by vocab building time would be like things outside of traditional IELTS studying. So like watching a video, right? That's not necessarily preparing for IELTS, but it is, because you're learning vocab, you're learning grammar, you're getting better at pronunciation, you're getting better at listening. Technically you don't have to study for IELTS. You can just learn general English and get really good at general English, and you can do well on the IELTS test. But most people find it beneficial to spend a good deal of time focusing on IELTS, right? So the traditional topics, finding a good book, an IELTS book, right? Using Cambridge for their mock tests, those kinds of traditional IELTS studying. But 30% of the time, you can say, okay, I'm done with the book. I'm done, taking notes. I'm not done taking, you should always take notes, but I'm going to watch a movie. I'm going to read an interesting book. I'm going to read a news article, but you're still recording the vocab. So just make that a point that is a skill that you struggle with and you need to improve that. So just have a notebook and then have a system to record vocab as you go. And don't translate. Everybody does this,
I see.
They translate the word into Vietnamese. Don't do that. Start thinking in English. So when you record a new word, look up on Google the dictionary, right? And write a simple definition. So for example, you want to learn the word dog, right? So you write 4-leg animal says woof woof, right? So something simple. And you have a picture. So now with the apps, you can add a photo. You can add an audio pronunciation track, right? So all English. Turn your life for 6 weeks. Don't focus on Vietnamese. Just do English. And that will help you also.
Thank you.
No
I
problem,
will practice.
Tour. Thank you and good luck to you, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, guys. Let's do a couple more. Nice to meet you, the Kia. Hello, Kia. Oh, D Foam is back. Hello, D Foam. Let's do Min Yut has been waiting a long time. Hello, Min Yut.
Hi,
How are you today?
doing pretty well.
Where do you live?
I live in Hanoi City.
Hanoi. Very good. Do you like bún đào mắm thơm?
That is one of my favorite dishes.
Me too. I love it. But I'm sure it's really good in Hanoi. I live in Kanta, so we have to settle for the Kanta food.
Kanta is very far from Hanoi.
It is very far. Opposite sides of the country, huh?
Have you ever
So
been
how
to?
old are you?
I am 16 years old.
16, huh? Well, I think you're supposed to be 18 to join these, but we'll just be quiet, okay? Are you ready for your IELTS question?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Let's talk about cultural traditions. How important are traditional practices in a modern society?
I ponder that cultural tradition plays an indispensable role in modern society nowadays. I don't know anything about culture. Let me say.
Well, you started really well there. That was a great introduction. And then,
I think that cultural tradition. I really do not know anything about cultural tradition. Can you change the
Okay.
question, please?
Sure. But we'll come back to that. I'll help you with some strategies to deal with those types of questions. Okay, but we'll give you a little easier one.
Thanks.
Let's talk about work-life balance. What are the long-term effects of a poor work-life balance?
From my perspective, work for long work affect your mental health due to the fact that you sit for a long time to work and you have no time for joining the extracurricular activities or joining any other outdoor activities, so that both mental health and physical health of you would be very depressed and detrimental. I think moreover, when you work for a long time and you do not balance it, you won't be capable of doing any other things. For if you work for a long time in a day and you have no time for your family, you have no time for your friends, then the bonds between you and them would be shorter. And yeah, I think that is the reason why we should balance our work time.
Good. Okay. Excellent. Good job, Min Yut. High five to you. Wow. Good. So you do a lot of things well. First off, your pronunciation, excellent, really clear. You sound almost like a native speaker when you're speaking. I see a lot of young people nowadays in Vietnam. They have this really great, American pronunciation because I think it's the movies, I think it's the games. You're probably a gamer, I would imagine, right? Do you play games?
No, yeah, I'm not a gamer, actually.
Do you watch movies?
I watch a lot of movies.
That's probably it. Yeah. So your pronunciation is like amazing. Also your vocabulary. So you have this set of academic vocabulary that's really great, really advanced vocabulary. I gave you some difficult questions, so you struggled, but you can get the idea of really what you need to work on, and that's structuring those part three questions, because that's not normal everyday English, right? I think you have normal everyday communicative English. You're really good at English. But for IELTS, especially part three, you got to have the strategies, you got to have the techniques, right, to structure an answer, even if you don't really know much about that topic. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be an expert. So the first question was about, cultural traditions in a modern society. All you need to hear about is tradition and modern. You're comparing and contrasting the past to the future. That will be a question you get on IELTS, asking you to compare the past to the present moment. So there's a lot of strategies that you can use to do that, right? It's all the same, right? The past was more peaceful. The past was quieter. The past was less busy. The past was more traditional. The past, the focus was more on the family and providing food for the family. Nowadays, modern society, technology, hustle and bustle of the city, lots of traffic, less focus on traditional, more focus on advancements and the future and technology and that type of thing. So that's really what that question is. So having a strategy for those questions, and practicing structuring those questions, that's what you need to work on. The English is there. You have the English already. You just need to know how to apply it to those difficult IELTS style questions. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because I didn't have like a careful preparation, so I have been just scrolling on the TikTok and met your
Yeah.
wife, and yeah, I just joined and I didn't have any like preparation, so yeah.
Yeah, and like what we're doing right now, just this normal conversation English, you are great. Like you don't even need to work on that. There's a lot of people who are the opposite, yet who are like studying for IELTS and who are really good at IELTS, but don't have that just natural communicative English.
Yeah.
So everybody needs different things. Now you know what you need if you want to take the IELTS. I don't even know if you want to take it, but it's good to be able to express your ideas on controversial or topical topics, for school, for public speaking. You want people to think you're intelligent and, good at speaking about, societal problems or topics. So practice that. And I think just with a little bit of preparation, you could get really, really good and you could achieve like, I'm talking 8 or 9 band score IELTS speaking. So you have a great advantage because you already have the English. You just need to be able to refine it a little bit,
Yeah. I have never taken an IELTS exam before.
Okay. Well, good luck to you, Nyat. Thank you for joining the live stream. High five.
Thanks. Goodbye. Have a good night.
Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Hello, Wang Kao, Lin An. Okay, Mickey. Mickey's waiting. Mickey is waiting a long time. MICKEY MICMOUSE, Mickey Mouse. Hello, Mickey. Hello.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry because my internet is a little bit weak.
Okay. Are you ready for your
Oh,
question?
it's a little bit. I'm a little bit older.
That's okay. How old are you?
28.
28. That's not old. I'm 35.
Oh God, thank God.
Thank God. You want me to be older than you, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Mickey. Where do you live?
I'm living in Bình Dương province.
Binyang. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And
And
are you? Yeah.
I've been in Cần sometimes.
Okay. Great.
Just small city, and yeah, it's
It is.
great.
It is. Well, I think it's bigger than Binzung, right?
And no,
No?
it's smaller.
No,
Yeah.
I think Kanta is bigger than Binzung.
Okay. It's bigger.
All right. Well, are you planning to take the IELTS test soon?
Not really.
Okay.
I never plan to take IELTS test.
So why do you want to
Because
improve your English?
because I love English. And yeah, and I like the Western culture.
Okay, cool. Well, I can give you an IELTS style question if you like.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about technology in the classroom. So nowadays, many students use technology in the classroom. What are the advantages and disadvantages to using technology in the classroom?
Oh, that is so good question. Thank you. Oh, I think it's really good to use the technology in the classroom. When I was younger than me now, when I was student, I don't have anything to use in the classroom, and it's really difficult for me if I see the difficult question and for everyone, but it's fair. But nowadays, people can use so many technological, and I think it's so good. And they can search on the internet. They can use the ChatGPT, Google AI, and so many tools to use. It's so convenient.
Very good.
And you know that so if that means people was really lazy to think because everything is available. They don't need to think anything.
Good. Yeah.
But I think people don't need to waste time to think so waste time to solve a problem. But anyway, the most important is the result. It's not process, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Like you work in the company. Yeah, like you work in the company, the owner just care about the results. No matter what you do, right?
Sure. I agree. Yeah. All good points. Yeah. Good job. Your
Yeah.
English is
So if the IELTS question, we need to give the people the advantage and disadvantage. But in my opinion, it's all advantage.
That's fine. No, I mean, even for IELTS, you can say that. You can
Yeah.
say, I think there are no disadvantages. You know, that's fine. I mean, if you can support your
Oh, yeah.
answer, yeah. Remember, it's not so important for you, but there is no set way to answer IELTS questions, right? There's no right or wrong answer for IELTS speaking. That is a good strategy, is to talk about advantages and disadvantages, because that's kind of easier to do, right? But if you want to just pick one, that's not a problem. Like, you can say, well, actually, I disagree that there are disadvantages. I believe that there are solely advantages. We should embrace technology in the classroom. It only helps the students gain necessary 21st century skills, and we can't resist it, right? Like, technology is going to enter our lives no matter what, so we should get really good at using it, and we shouldn't resist it. So I am all for technology in the classroom. That's fine. That's good. That's a good answer, you know?
Thank you for your advice.
Yeah, sure. A lot of people do that, you know, they think that there's a set way that we need to answer IELTS questions. And believe me, the examiners, they know this because they hear the same thing every time. So actually, if you can shock the examiner and say something different, that's good for you, right? It's going to jolt them out of their boredom, and they're going to think, wow, this person is really original. This person is saying something different and something truthful. You know, I tell people this all the time, like, try to entertain them. If you can make them laugh, if you can make them smile, if you can make them feel good about themselves, like, you can't ask them questions, right? You can't say, hey, what do you think, right? No, but you can talk about them, right? You could say something like, you know, well, I'm not sure about you. You may have taught English in the past, so you probably know that lots of students use technology, and it's a good thing for students. Like, right, you can include the examiner in your answer, and that's a good thing. That's a good tip, you know, because they'll think, yeah, that's true. I was a teacher, and I did use technology in the classroom. Wow, this person's really thinking about me. And that's a good thing, you know, that's not a bad thing. So your English is good, Mickey, you know, you're not worried about IELTS. You're just worried about maybe communicating and getting better. So, you know, keep increasing, keep learning new vocab, keep practicing, work on your pronunciation. You got to do, you know, besides the practicing, you got to do some self-study time. You got to record new vocab. You got to study grammar a little bit, right? So, you know, a lot of people either do one or the other. A lot of the students in Vietnam, they're in the classroom and they're doing the serious head in the book studying, right? But they're not going on TikTok and practicing live with a foreign teacher. But there are many people like you who are doing that, who are practicing, but they're not doing enough of the head down in the book anymore, right? They're a little bit older now, so they finished that. You need both of it. You need, you know, your self-study, dedicated study time, and you need your free speaking, play with English time. You know what I mean? So if you can have both of those, whatever your goal is, IELTS, general English, TOEIC, communicative English, whatever it is, you kind of need both of those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Very good, Mickey. Thank you for coming. Yeah?
Do you have any online class?
I do not now, you know, but you can send us a message. Maybe we can help you out. Right now, I'm just directing this project. You know, I was a teacher for a long time, but now I'm trying to, you know, develop this IELTS Hackers curriculum and, you know, help with the app development as well. So I'm not teaching anymore, but, you know, send us a message. One of our teammates will reach out to you. Maybe we can help you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you,
very
Mickey.
much.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, look, 6 people want to join. You guys are all very dedicated, ambitious, brave, courageous young students. I love it. We're going to do a few more. Bella has been waiting a long time, I see. Hello, Bella.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. How about you?
I'm great, thanks. Thanks for waiting and being patient. Are you going to take the IELTS test soon?
Not really, because I want to make sure that I don't waste 5 million. So I want to prepare
Good.
carefully for my IELTS test.
And where do you live now?
Yes, I'm living and studying in Cần City.
Oh, great. Oh, yeah, you're from Kanta too. Okay. Did you go to are you a student here? What are you doing here?
I'm following English teaching major in university.
Oh, good. At Kanta University?
Yes.
Great, okay. Well, are you ready for your IELTS question?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's talk about health and well-being. This is a common topic on the IELTS test. So I want you to compare the past to the present. Do you think people were healthier in the past than they are now? Why or why not?
From my point of view, I think. Oh, sorry. From my point
Okay,
of
that was
view,
good.
from my point of view, people who live in the past are more healthier than people who live in today's world. In the past, there wasn't no the internet and the internet, so there were a lot of things to do. When the old generation used to be went hang out to go to another to visit their neighborhoods, relatives, to watch some movies. Sometimes they played traditional games to each other. And nowadays, because of the development of technology, people choose using the internet, using phone more. They spend a lot of time using phone to play game, to watch video during the long time. And as a result, you can see a lot of people who get myopic and their eyes are not good. Yes.
Okay, very good. Excellent. High five to you. Are you nervous?
Yes, I'm so
Why?
nervous. Yeah, because maybe this is the first time I get a IELTS question. I just study study listening skill, writing skill,
Sure.
more. Yeah.
That's
So
good. Well, that's good. I think that you've built your foundation up, right? And before you study for IELTS, it's necessary to just do the general English and build your skills, build your vocab. Thank you, Jay, for the rose. And then once your foundation is solid, then you move on to IELTS training, So it was a good answer. You have good vocab, I've noticed. You were able to throw in a lot of good phrases and good vocabulary. I think your listening skills are good. You seem to understand what I'm saying very easily and very quickly. You're an English major at Kanta University. I know the way a lot of students study there, okay? And I think you're not getting enough time to do what I call free speaking and playing with English so that you can develop your fluency. Because I think you have the English in here, but you need a little bit more practice letting it out in a free way and not worrying about mistakes or worrying about, is this the right answer? Because everything we do in school, it's all about getting the right answer, right? Well, communicating isn't like that. We're not trying to get the right answer. We're just trying to connect and communicate and share our ideas. So you do struggle with that, right? There were some things I wasn't quite clear about what you were saying. I could hear the words, but the way you were connecting them and kind of going back, like when you started, you said, from my point of view, oh, wait. No. That's okay, because you're trying to perfect it. And we can't be perfect. We don't want to be perfect. We just want to, communicate what's in our head effectively so other people can understand. So you have one side covered. You have the traditional, receptive skills where the English comes into you. Now you need more time letting the English out and practicing and playing. You should be doing these live streams. You should be joining English clubs. You should be practicing with your friends, practicing with a foreigner, and doing these kinds of things. And that will help you a lot, I believe.
Yes, honestly, I have a problem. That's it. I afraid that my idea is not good and is not connecting with each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Honestly,
a
I
common
can. Yes.
That's a common problem, right? Because, like I said, in school, we're always taught that we need to get the answer right, right? It's either right or wrong. Especially for IELTS speaking, there is no right or wrong. It's a performance, right? You're performing, you're demonstrating your English. So you can just think about it like when you're doing English speaking, it's like you're at a coffee shop and you're with your friend and you guys are just talking about things, right? And sometimes with your friend, you talk about these kinds of topics, right? Like, oh, I feel so fat now. I've been eating so bad. Yeah, I bet my parents, they probably were much healthier when I was a kid. I wish I could live like them. They know how to eat healthy. They wake up in the morning and go for exercise. The kids nowadays, they're just lazy and they're really unhealthy, right? I was answering that question that I just gave you, but in a more just natural way. So you can practice that. Just think about when you're speaking English, you're with your friends, you're at a coffee shop. There is no right or wrong answer. You're just in a conversation together,
Yes. Thank you so much for your tips.
No problem, Bella. Thank you for joining and good luck to you. Maybe I'll see
Yeah,
you
thank you.
around Kanta sometime.
Yeah, thank you very much,
Okay.
teacher. Have a good time.
Bye-bye. Wow. 7 people today. Lots of people today. Wow. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining the live stream. My name is Alex. A lot of people today joining this live stream. We're here, practicing English, and the IELTS Hackers is a program that we've launched to help Vietnamese adults get better at the IELTS test, get better at English. It was developed through my experience living and teaching in Vietnam and seeing what helps the students the most, right? There's a lot of books, there's a lot of programs out there that are not helpful to Vietnamese, right? Even in Can Tha, there's probably like 1,000 English centers, right? Why are there so much? Because many of them don't work, right? It's more like sales, how many people can they sell to? But a lot of students go in and they don't really develop their English so much, okay? And really, the people who learn English, they know learning English is a individual pursuit, right? Only you have the power to develop yourself. You can use a class, you can use a teacher to help guide you, but only you can do it. So that's why we developed this app. We developed an app that guides the student and makes sure that the student is active in their learning, because you cannot pay somebody to give you English, right? You have to be the one to develop it. But you can use a course or a teacher to help open the door, okay? And then you have to walk through it. So that was the motivation for IELTS Hackers. Stay tuned for it. We'll do a couple more. I'm feeling good tonight. We'll do a couple more speakers. Cindy wants to join. We have 8 people. So Mr. Foam is our loyal guest. We have to let Mr. Foam join. No, Bella, not every day. I'll go live again on Friday.
I will ask you some questions.
Sure. Hello, Foam. Your mic is off. Turn your mic on. Hello. Oh, he's working. Okay. How about Quinn? Hello, Quinn. Hello, xin chào. Khỏe không? Ở đâu? Bao nhiêu tuổi? If you want to ask me some questions in Vietnamese, you can help me learn a little Vietnamese. I help you with your English. You help me with my Vietnamese. Chào anh. Oh, hello, Jay from Đắk Lắk. Đắk Lắk is a very beautiful place. I love Đắk Lắk. So she didn't work there. We're going to go to Annie. Xin chào Annie. Khỏe không?
Hi, Alex. I'm good.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I see your live stream a few times, but today,
Oh, really?
yeah, but today I talk with you. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining again. Are you going to take the IELTS test soon?
Yeah, I try. I didn't take IELTS before, but
Okay.
I want to try how I can talk more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I'm living in Hoi An, Asian town.
Hoi An, ancient town. That's cool.
Yeah. Have you been here before?
I have. Yeah, a few times. It's very nice there. Lots of good shopping there, right?
Yeah, a lot of shop, tailor and
Tailors. Yeah, I love it there because I'm very tall. I'm about 197 centimeters tall. And it's difficult for me to find clothes. So every time I'm in Hoi An, I like to go to the tailors to get a few clothing items because they can make it to fit me.
yeah. So you wearing your shirt today? Did you make it in Hoi An too?
This one, no, was made in Kanta. So it was tailored, but not in Hoi An.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, let's talk about fashion. That is a good topic for IELTS speaking.
Yeah.
So, are you into fashion, Annie?
Yeah, I into fashion. I love fashion very much. Yeah. Before I have a shop in Ho Chi Minh City, and then when I moved to Hoi An, I have one shop design clothes for women and for baby.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
How has fashion changed since your parents' time?
Yeah, like I'm a bit confused. It means from my parents in the past,
Yes,
yeah, and now how it changed.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah, I think change a lot because like nowadays they have many shopping on internet like Shopee, Lazada, and many people to pick up for shopping online. And with my parents in the past, they don't know too much about shopping,
Good.
and they're just you from the tailor made 2 or 3 and using for whole year.
Good. Okay. Good job, Annie. Great English. High five to you.
High five.
How old are you, Annie, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm nearly 40. Yeah.
And do you study English now? How often do you study or practice English?
I try to learning English every day, watching movie. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, you have good English and you have good fluency and vocabulary, and you're confident. I think that just because you've been practicing a lot and you're a little bit older, you're more experienced, you have high confidence in yourself, and that's really important. One thing I would recommend for you is some work on your intonation, which is a part of pronunciation. Your pronunciation of words is very good, but you should work on intonation. So intonation is the rising and falling of our voice when we speak through sentences. So, for example, when we ask yes or no questions,
Yeah.
we go up, right? We say, do you like living in Hoi An? Are
Yes.
you from Vietnam? We go up. But
Yeah.
when we're answering a question about what we like or our opinion or something, we're giving a statement, which means we're going to have a kind of falling intonation, like a wave, right? Whereas you kind of speak like kind of monotone, where it's the same level. We want to kind of go up and down, up and down. And that's going to make your speaking sound very natural and more interesting and just better, right? So, and it's good for IELTS. If you ever plan to take IELTS, intonation is important for your pronunciation score, not just the phonetics, not just consonant sounds or vowel sounds, anything on the IPA chart, but also intonation. So for example, like when you're talking about the store or your life, right? So yeah, right now I have a store that sells women's fashion. But in the past, I sold clothes for children, right? So you kind of see that I go up and then down, and then up and then down. And the more you like listen to, English movies or podcasts, okay, then you will get better at intonation. So try to like mimic what you hear when you're hearing in those movies and those dialogues. That will help you a lot. But good job. Yeah. Jeff Dorr said you had good job.
Thank you, Alex. Very appreciate that.
No problem. Okay. See you again, Annie.
Yeah. See you soon.
All right, guys, I think that's enough today. Please join us again on Friday. I will go live again, and I really appreciate you guys joining. A lot of active people here, a lot of ambitious, courageous, wonderful Vietnamese students here. I'll just answer some questions. Sorry, Foam, you can join next time. My parents are not that tall. My dad was kind of tall. He was about maybe 190 or 185 centimeters, but I am probably the tallest person in my family. So Sini says, can you share how to learn English for beginners? Sure, I'll speak briefly. First thing, focus on the fundamentals, which is pronunciation. That's all I'm going to say for now. Spend, the first 1 to 2 months only focusing on pronunciation. Learn the IPA chart. Get really good at all of the different sounds in English, okay? That's going to help you build that solid foundation. So even when you're listening to English, you're able to pick up on new words quicker, right? Because you've tuned yourself to those different sounds. Learn the IPA chart. Practice the different sounds in the IPA chart. Do minimal pairs. That's like ship, sheep, face, phase. 2 words that are different with one sound. Practice those. That's going to help tune your ear, tune your mouth, and you'll get good at the fundamentals, right? Then you move on to general English learning, okay? Building your vocab, building your grammar, getting a book, practicing, getting feedback, correcting your mistakes, reviewing your vocab, just the traditional way, right? Where we study, we practice. Study, practice, okay? It's simple as that. But spend the beginning to focus on pronunciation. If you're an intermediate now or higher, but you haven't solidified your pronunciation, it's going to stall you and you're going to keep making the same mistakes and it'll be difficult to increase yourself, develop yourself, right? Because you have gaps in your foundation. So that would be my number 1 tip. Focus on pronunciation, okay? So thank you everyone for joining. I'll go again Friday. This is my daughter, Misha. Say hello. Thank you guys. Ngungong. See you next time. Bye-bye. IPA chart. Oh, thank you, Nobi. They said you're very cute. She said she's very cute. Say hello. Her English is okay. It's getting better, right? Do you know English? Say, what's your name? What's your name? Say hello to the live viewers. See, she speaks Vietnamese mostly. Okay, love you too. Bye-bye.